I am in my kitchen this morning. I have a few projects that I want to get done this morning and I thought I would bring you along. So first of all, I do want to fill some of these pie crust. These are graham cracker pie crust. I know I'm lazy that I bought them, but I could have made them myself, but I was too lazy. So I will call it a ice cream peanut butter dessert that I'm making. I just filled them with a cream cheese peanut butter mixture and freeze them, and then you just let them get a little bit soft, and then you eat them kind of like an ice cream pie, whatever. And it is one of my favorite desserts, and I do want to make quite a few. And the reason being is I like to have them in the freezer ready for easy to grab for a quick dessert to take along, or I might even sell some, I don't know, but that's the goal. And then also I have fish in my sink in the water to just kind of sit there for a while, and then I do want to get those seasoned for supper. And I also wanted to make a no-bake cookie. They're very easy. We used to call them straw cookies, but they're basically, it's like oatmeal, whatever you want to call it, and sugar, cocoa powder, butter. I think that's it. You basically just mix it and press it into a parchment paper and let it freeze, and you have nice little cookies, but you don't have to bake them. So they are so good, and for weeks now I've been thinking of them, and I think today is the day that I want to make them. I do have some laundry detergent that I want to get mixed up. I bought all kinds of different powders. I do want to get that mixed up so that I can use it in laundry, and it's easy to just, use it. So, and then I hope I get all of this done before lunch so that I can go and get some weeding done outside after lunch. So let's see how fast I can do all of this. This is the fish that I bought at Costco. They were on sale, and Johnny really likes fish, so we haven't had fish in a while. But it kind of creeps me out that they still have the eyes in, so we're gonna get rid of that, and then maybe clean them out a little bit more and let them sit for another few hours in water. And then I'm gonna season them and let them sit till supper and deep fry them, I guess. So yeah, no expert in fish, no expert whatsoever. Doesn't that look like more like eating? Like, to me it kind of does. But yeah, they seem pretty clean, which I'm happy about. So yeah, I guess just put them in water for a little bit longer yet, and then they should be ready to be seasoned. So this is the ingredients that I use for the pie. This chocolate is for drizzling over, sugar, peanut butter, vanilla, whipped topping, and cream cheese. And I use this sweetened whipped topping. You can just use regular cream or whipped topping. This one is sweetened, and you could also just use regular one. And then maybe add a little bit of sugar, but maybe even not, because it was plenty sweet. I think next time I will do a little less sugar. But yeah, I start with adding my cream cheese and vanilla and sugar, and obviously I let my cream cheese soften a little bit before I use it. It mixes up
a little easier. But yeah, I added half a cup of sugar for one recipe, and it was plenty sweet because my whipped topping was also sweetened. So I think next time I will add less sugar than I did this time. So if you don't have sweetened whipped topping, you could probably just use half a cup of sugar and it would be plenty sweet. And then I added my peanut butter after I had mixed it up a little bit, and then I made sure to mix this part up till all the cream cheese was mixed in. Then I added my whipped topping, because if you mix it too long after you add your whipped topping, you will end up with a very thick consistency. So you just whip it till it is nice and smooth, and I tell you, it is delicious.
As fast as I would like or prefer, but I got all the pies done, which feels good. But I was working on the lids, like, you know, the lids have the sticker on. Why do they put so much glue on there that they will make sure that you will not remove it? But I still did. I figured it out. So basically I cleaned all of the lids, and so what I did, I soaked them first. I tried a hairdryer to warm it up. It still did not work. So I soaked them in water for a while and then took off as much as I could, but a lot of sticky residue was still there. And then I sprayed it with Goo Gone. I know this is a food item, and then I wiped it with a paper towel after I let it sit a while, and then I washed it with warm soapy water to make sure that I get all of the Goo Gone off. So yeah, at least I got them clean, but maybe next time, instead of buying it, I might try to find the little plates that have the lids, and then if I just put the crumbs in there, I would not have to clean the lids, at least. So I might do that next time. But now I wanted to make the other cookies that I was talking about. It's already after lunch. I put Jemias down for his nap, and the day is absolutely gorgeous outside, so I cannot wait to get out. I kind of feel stupid to be inside, to be honest, but I want these cookies for a little afternoon snack, so I'm gonna do it. So earlier I said that we called them straw cookies, and later I remembered we also had another name for them because one of the recipe books that my mom had, she got it from La Crete, Alberta actually, and that recipe book had the recipe in it as well, and they were called Eskimo Cookies, which I don't know who came up with that name, but basically it's margarine, which I'm gonna be using butter. It works better, I've found. If I use butter, it hardens better than margarine does. So I'm gonna use butter, brown sugar, oatmeal, cocoa powder, and coconut. I forgot the coconut earlier, but yeah, so I just mix all of that, and it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. This is the ingredients that I'm gonna be using: the rolled oats, brown sugar, coconut flakes, cocoa powder, and my butter. So very easy, very simple. And since it's a pretty small recipe, I think I'm gonna double it, like make it 4 times, because it is a very small recipe. And yeah, it would actually be a perfect recipe if you have younger children that like to help you in the kitchen. I think this is a really good recipe for that. Obviously, Jemias is too small at this point to help me, but I'm looking forward to making this with him one day, hopefully. So I melted my butter, and I have it a little bit hot right now, but hopefully that's gonna be okay. Okay, while I finish these cookies here, I am gonna talk to you a little bit. This is not relatable to cooking at all, but some of you for sure will have noticed that a lot of my videos are not very clear. Like, I do not have good quality videos, and it's starting to bother me like really much. But so, and most of you know that I just film on my phone. And the biggest reason is because I have my phone with me. It's just so much easier than tagging along a vlogging camera or something. But I know the quality is not the same. But as of right now, my camera is failing me so bad. So I don't know what you consider an old phone, but for me, I have a very old phone. So it's gonna be 4 years that I have this in a couple months. So for me, if I have a phone for 4 years, that is a lot. Like, and especially considering the last couple of years I've been filming so much, I've used my phone like a lot. The first year I was editing my videos on my phone as well, and then later when I got my laptop, I was at least able to not do that on my phone. But yeah, I've just used my phone so much, and I guess I've gotten like a little bit careless lately, and my camera got cracked, one of them, and so there is dust coming into the camera, which obviously is not a good thing. So the quality is just drastically decreasing, and just today when I was filming, I cracked my front screen as well, which is not really nice, but so yeah, my phone is slowly giving up, but I'm hoping that this year I will be able to get a new phone and then hopefully have better quality videos, and then eventually maybe invest in a vlogging camera and then have that for videoing. But as of right now, it'll work. But yeah, that's just something that I wanted to mention in case you're wondering why the quality is so bad. Almost finished with my cookies here, and then we're gonna see if we can do the dishes in 15 minutes so I can finally go outside, because it's not very smart to be inside if the weather is so nice out. But gotta do what you gotta do if you really want to eat something good. So I also seasoned the fish for supper, so they're in the fridge marinating. I hope they will be good. They should be, because fish are good. So anyways, I will put these in the freezer and get them freezed before we eat them.
So this is the 3 products that I want to mix together, and I know it looks interesting, but I'm going to be using my pot. I have a big pot that I will be using for that. I do not have a big enough bowl to mix all of this, and I do want to mix all of it and then just add some to each load of laundry. I've used this for a while now, added to most every load that I wash, but I've noticed like on dark colors it does fade the dark colors a little bit, especially socks and things like that. So that's why I figured I would try to use all 3 of them. That would dimple this a little bit and make this a little bit weaker, to not have just this and then have all 3 of them. So I'm gonna put all of it in here and then mix it nice together, and I probably will store it either in this box or I will put it in Ziploc bags and store it that way. And then I do have a container like this. I will fill that up and use that in the laundry room. So I think what I will be doing, I will add each of it a little bit. That, add a little bit of that. A little bit of that. And since this is more than all the rest, I will add a little bit more of that. And can continue doing that till I have all of them in there, I guess. So I've mixed it as much as I was able to. It's a little bit full and I do not have a very sturdy big spoon, but I know the top half is probably mixed really well. So I'm gonna fill up my jar for my laundry room first. I remembered I have this empty mayo bucket. I'm gonna fill that up and see how much I can fit in here, and then maybe put the rest back into the box. I guess we'll see how much I can fit in here. Alright, so my box is pretty much full. I'm just gonna close it up and put it in the closet. This bucket is full and I have my container full, so this will last me quite a while. So I'm not gonna show you in this video how I use this stuff. I use it to soak stuff in, like to brighten it, your white towels or bedding. I'm gonna show that to you in an upcoming video. But I also add pretty much like half a scoop to each laundry load, and I've noticed
how much cleaner I get Johnny's clothes, especially if he has greasy hands and things like that. I know this stuff is pretty good on grease, and I just wanted to see if I add some other stuff to it, if it wouldn't fade the colors quite as bad as just this stuff alone does. So